If you're interested in getting free travel accommodation in lovely homes in exchange for looking after people's pets while they're on holiday, then joining Trusted House Sitters can be a really great way of saving money. This video will run through how to set up your Trusted House Sitters profile for success. I'm Lisa from Australian travel and migration blog dreamingofdownunder.com, and I've been house sitting in Australia since 2015, so a long time now. I run my own pet sitting business, but I have also used various websites in order to get free travel accommodation. If you're not sure about whether house sitting is right for you, as a general overview, it's when a person goes on holiday and then you as the house sitter will live in their home at no cost to you and look after their pets for them usually, and just keep the home in good order. So things like watering plants, bringing the mail in, keeping it clean obviously, and you can usually use all the facilities in the home for free, so Wi-Fi, TV, washing machine, kitchen, all of that. I've had steam rooms, I've had saunas, big heated swimming pools, just mansions, beachfront homes looking over harbours. Just it really is great fun, and of course you've got those lovely little pets to look after. So it's a really good deal, so the owner will save money on not having to put their dogs in kennels or their cats in a cattery, and they'll get a much nicer experience for their pet because you're living in the home looking after them. So you do really need to love animals, and you need to be responsible enough to look after a home. If you're wanting to travel and get free accommodation, Trusted House Sitters is a really popular website. It's been running for a really long time. It operates in over 130 countries, so it's a legitimate website. Yes, it is safe to use, and they have lots and lots of perks that most of the other websites don't have, and house sitting is just a brilliant way for you to travel and save lots and lots of money on accommodation. If you haven't joined Trusted House Sitters yet, I will put my link below, and you can get a 20% discount off whichever annual plan you want to use. You can join either as a sitter, as an owner, or a combined membership for both. So if you want to get free accommodation while you're on your holiday and then get a free house sitter to use to look after your pets, then you can have that combined membership. If you're not ready to commit yet, you can also just try it for free for 30 days so that you can just have a look through all the adverts and listings and just see if you like the website. If you pay within 30 days, then you'll get the discount. So the first step to joining, if you follow my link below, it will take you to a pricing table, and you'll have an option of 3 different types of membership. You then fill in the form that pops up either with your email or Facebook to create your account. And if you're ready to pay, you then fill in your billing details. That's the next step. So on any of those memberships, you'll get unlimited use of the website, so you can have unlimited house sits. If you pay a little bit more and buy the standard or premium one, you will get free video calls with vets 24/7, which is great if there's an emergency and maybe you can't get through to the owner, or if you just want to check something about the pet, if something's gone wrong. There's home and contents protection for owners, so if you damage something in their home, then they'll be covered by that insurance. One of the great perks is accident and third-party liability insurance for sitters. If you buy the plan, that includes that. So if there is damage or injury to a person or somebody's property that the pet has caused because of you as the sitter's negligence, then this will cover you for up to $1 million US. And that's the type of insurance that you don't normally get on these kind of house sitting websites. And there is also house sit cancellation insurance on some of the plans. So if you take on a house sit and the person cancels on you, you can claim up to $150 per night, up to $1,500 per job, and 30 days per year to cover you for alternative accommodation. So people cancelling on you is one of the really big risks of house sitting, so this is a really great perk. Once you've paid and joined, you will receive an email from Trusted House Sitters asking you to set up your profile. So I'm going to run through the best way to do that now. So first you will have your profile details, and that is just basic information. So your employment, your date of birth, and who will be house sitting with you. You've then got an about you section, so this is where you'll fill in your bio. So I would say for your main photo, make sure it's a close-up photo so that they can see your face. Make sure you're smiling. If you can get a photo with a pet in, really good bonus points showing that you love animals. Definitely don't have photos where you're drinking, partying, or just traveling, because it might look like you're just looking for free travel accommodation, which I know a lot of you are, but also the main thing that the owner will be interested in is that you will look after their pets properly. So just think about the type of person that an owner would like to entrust their pets and home to. Just make sure it's a really clear and friendly photo. You can add multiple photos, so any photos you've got with pets, really good idea. They give you the option to link to your Airbnb and LinkedIn profile, so this is a really good way of showing that you are who you say you are, and they can read a bit about you. So LinkedIn, obviously they'll read about your employment. So if you stayed in someone's house before on Airbnb, hopefully they've written some good reviews and the owner can look through those just to give them a little bit more trust in you. So in the bio, you just need to write a little bit about yourself, so who you are, you know, what you're doing, if you're working, if you're traveling, just a little bit of basic information. The next section is your experience, so this is really important that you fill this in. If you've done house sitting before, then definitely talk about that. If you've done pet sitting before and looked after pets, then definitely write about your experience and maybe what kind of animals you looked after. If you haven't house sat before but you've owned pets, then definitely say that, you know, you've had dogs all your life, cats all your life, that kind of thing. If you've ever looked after friends' pets or walked their dogs or done any kind of volunteer work, really anything to show that you are an animal lover is really good here. And it does also let you select specific skills you might have. So if you're happy with giving medication to animals, or you can select the certain breeds that you've looked after before, just to show people you have a bit of experience with that. You're very good with kind of nervous dogs or puppies, you might want to write those things. So just make sure you're honest. You don't want to attract jobs where you're not comfortable. So if you don't want to look after big dogs, just say you don't want to look after big dogs, that's fine. I actually find that specifying what you're happy to do actually makes people who fit your criteria more likely to come to you than someone else, even though it feels like you're narrowing down the number of people that you will attract, which technically you are, because if you say you don't like big dogs, you won't get those people. But if you're kind of tailored to a certain person, they'll be much more likely to come to you. So I found that when I put on my profile that I'm a light sleeper and I can't have dogs that will make noise in the night, a lot of people started coming to me saying, oh, my dog's really quiet, and I got just as many people coming to me, but they were much more enjoyable jobs. So don't feel afraid of saying that you're not happy with certain things. In the preferences section, you can put the geographical areas that you're interested in staying in. You can even select whether you want beach, city, countryside, or mountains, or all of them. You can narrow it down to specific continents or specific countries, depending on where you're willing to house sit. You've also got a verification section, so all the pet sitters need to complete that background check with Trusted House Sitters before you're allowed to have a public profile. So just follow the steps through to verify your email address, phone number, and ID. When you first join Trusted House Sitters, you obviously won't have any reviews, but they let you upload references, which is really good. So how it works is they will let you generate a link for a chosen person to follow, and they can write you a reference. And they actually won't let your profile go live until you've requested an external reference, so you do have to do that. So if you've done house sitting or pet sitting before, then obviously send it to somebody you've house sat for, if you know that they will give you a good review. And if they ask what they should write, just make sure they focus on that you're trustworthy, that you love animals, that you're respectful and reliable, and that you looked after their house well. If you haven't done any house sitting before, then just ask a sensible person you know to write you a character reference, but really focus on the pets and that you'll be trustworthy. There's a safety and security section, so you can put a name and phone number of an emergency contact, so that's really important. You might be house sitting out in the middle of nowhere. If people don't know who you are, they really need an emergency contact. Once you've run through all those things, you can set your profile to live and start applying for house sitting jobs all over the world. Make sure you check out my website, dreamingofdownunder.com, and go into the house sitting section, because that's got lots and lots of articles and advice on becoming a house sitter and what's involved in house sitting. And I've also got a free mini e-course you can take, so if you follow the link below, you can just read through a series of emails that will give you all my top advice, and you'll also have an instructions template that you can print out and give to owners to fill in with all the tasks that you'll need to do. Best of luck with your house sitting adventure, and I hope you have lots and lots of success like I have. I've done almost 200 house sits now. I did it travelling across Australia, and now I live in Sydney, and have a pet sitting business through a different website. But Trusted House Sitters is a great option if you want to travel and get travel accommodation. It's much nicer than staying in a hostel or a hotel, having a whole house to yourself, often with a pool. So best of luck with your house sitting adventure. If you found this video useful, please give it a like and subscribe for more tips on house sitting and life and travel in Australia. Thanks for watching.